welcome to the Psychic Side here on the A1R Psychic Radio Network, Moonstruck TV, and Lightning TV. We are still the #1 psychic network on Earth, and I'm delighted to have you join me today on this Tuesday afternoon. It's amazing how quickly a week goes by. You know, it just seems like I was just here just a moment ago. But I'm delighted to be back, and I'm hoping that you had a good week as well. Lots of things have happened in the past week. I was going to tell you a little bit about it here in just a minute. But I wanted to just mention to you that last week we talked about the Dominion Angels, and we wanted to talk to you a little bit about about the different angels in the hierarchy of angels, and it has a lot to do with the psychic ability because we see angels, And what I like to do with this show is try to dispel the skeptics. The skeptics always have something negative to say. I did a reading the other day for a lady who said, I just can't get people to believe in God, some of my family members. I said, well, it's up to them. A lot of people think that believing in God or higher power has some type of magical qualities to it, but it really doesn't. You just have to have that faith, and you have to persevere, and you just have to keep believing in that higher power, and it will give you comfort, and it will give you some help. But if you're expecting something magical to fall out of the sky, well, that's not what this is about. So the angels, though, are messengers from the Creator, and they are here to serve, or they were created to serve us. And the Dominion Angels were angels that they're the ones that kind of keep the world or the universe in place. They keep the stars in the same place, the planets, and they also have things to do with the elements. They make sure the wind is going in the right direction. At least that's what is said about them. The oceans and everything stay in place. They don't, so that the ocean doesn't fly off the earth. I know there's gravity, but the Dominion Angels may be there too. So it's quite amazing. So I hope that if you have a curiosity about the angels and the Dominion Angels, that you'll look them up and do some further study. But I wanted to tell you, too, that this weekend, I'm going to be at the North Tarrant Psychic Fair in Southlake, Texas. It's the first time that I'm going to be there at that particular fair. I know it's the end of the year, and things usually kind of slow down for the psychic business before it explodes, in January. But I'm going to be there, and if you're in the Southlake area, I hope that you'll come by and get an aura photo. And if you wanted to come by the Spirit Gallery that we're going to have between 2 and 3 p.m., I'd be delighted to try to give you a reading at that time. Then also, I wanted to let you know that the following week, I'm going to be at Miracles of Joy. And Miracles of Joy, I'm going to spend the entire weekend there. And they're our sponsors, of course. We're going to be doing a Spirit Gallery. And I'm going to be doing a preview class of my Psychic Journeys series, which will be coming up again in February. Now, it may sound like it's a long way away, but it's not. It's something that is going to be here before you know it. Excuse me. And so I'm delighted to present that to you. Now, I'm going to be doing this preview in not just Miracle of Joy, but I'm going to be doing it in Oklahoma at Nature's Treasures, and then again in Abilene, Texas. So I hope that if you're in the area, that if you want to just find out what the class is going to be about, then go ahead and do that. So I know we have a caller. I want to go ahead and take care of our caller here, and I want to see if we can help them out and see if Casey is ready in Lansing, Michigan. So Casey, are you there?
Yes, I am.
So Casey, it just feels like, have you had some grief around you recently? Is there something going on around you in a relationship or something about a man?
Yes.
Okay. What is the specific question? Because it seems like you're pretty sad. Has there been an argument, or is there some type of issue between the two of you?
Yes, it's just stability issue, really.
It's what issue? I'm sorry.
A stability issue.
Okay. 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 Um, well, now have y'all? Is this your husband, or because it feels like y'all may
Yes.
have been living together? Okay. So, are you thinking of ending this relationship, or what?
Um, that's a hard question, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it crossed my mind.
Yeah. Well, now is there anything that has to do with money, or is he just trying to dominate you?
Both.
Both. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just going to tell you, it feels like you're going to be trying to persevere through this. I feel like you're the type of person that makes the best out of bad situations. I feel like you've been kind of through this before, okay? And you may be just getting tired of it, tired of always having to fight this same battle over and over again.
Right.
So it just feels like you're going to be setting some boundaries. I don't feel like you're going to get a divorce anytime soon because this feels like it's been a long-term relationship. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So, it's always hard to start over. So I feel like in some ways you're going to put yourself in a position to where or try to put yourself in a position to where he can't exhibit so much control. So if you're not working, you should try to start working. Are you working right now?
No, I'm not. I really do need to. I was just talking about that today, actually.
Okay. Well, working and having your own income gives you a lot of power. And if you're in an oppressive situation, it's always good to be able to have some options with your own income because someone can't control you as much. So it seems to me
Right.
that one of the best things you can do is make a plan for something for a better life for yourself, and kind of detach a little bit and look at your life situation. I don't see you getting divorced right now. But I do feel like you're going to be kind of detaching and maybe putting yourself in a position where you're not so dependent upon this man, because I feel like I don't know, I feel a little bit of meanness from him. So
Yeah.
that's never good. Of course, there's always two sides to the story, but I'm picking up your end, and your end is very compelling to me that he is not being as considerate as he should be toward you. So, but I'm very, very much pro-marriage. I hate to see a marriage fail, but it just seems to me that you do have to take care of yourself and make sure that you're in a situation that you can have a quality of life. So I hope that's helpful to you. Do you have any other questions about this?
So, should I try to make that work then, or?
Should you try to make it work? Is that what you said?
Right.
Well, I think you should try to make it work, but I also think but making it work means doing things which are going to put yourself in a position to be successful while staying with him. Okay. So you may stay under the same roof, but if you don't have your own bank account, or you don't have, separate assets, you might be developing them, because I don't really see him changing, but I feel like he might be sick. I don't know. I'm picking up some energy that he doesn't feel well. He's frustrated. He likes to exert his authority, if you want to call it that, which uh, is kind of perceived on his part. But I feel like staying with him at least a little while longer. I think you're going to try to work it out. I think that there may be a reality check coming to him next year, within maybe the next 6 months, which means he may wind up being a little more dependent upon you. And I think if he's more dependent upon you, that you would stay with him. I don't see you leaving him just because he's been a jerk. That's where I'm
Right.
at. Okay. So,
Okay.
okay. So just hang in there. I think it would be sad that all the time that you've invested in this relationship just suddenly went away. But then again, you have to make the best of things for yourself too. So thank you very much for your
Good.
call, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you. Okay.
Thanks. Happy holidays to you too. You have a
Okay.
good day.
You too. Bye bye. Bye bye. So before we get to our next caller, I do want to talk a little bit about. I wanted to tell you, we went to this Andrea Bocelli concert in the Dallas area last week, and it was delightful. We really enjoyed our time. But everybody has their own reasons for going to a concert like that. For me, I wanted to enjoy the magic of being around a historical figure and enjoy the music and just try to savor the moment. But the people around us were very very interesting because the man that sat next to my wife fell asleep and snored during the entire concert, and the lady next to me had such a pungent cologne or perfume, we would call it, that I was sneezing and coughing, and it really interrupted my enjoyment of the concert. And then the people behind us, they were pretty loud, and they kept saying, "Oh, we're so happy to be here. We're so happy to be here," and then left. They didn't even stay for the entire concert. So we all have our own agenda. Maybe they just wanted to say they went to see Andrea Bocelli. I don't know, but uh, being enriched by things like that and savoring those moments and feeling the joy is all part of once again developing your psychic ability, because knowing how things affect you is something to be able to tune into when you are trying to tap into your abilities over a period of time. So we still enjoy the concert, although there were some distractions. But I just wanted to share that with you. And then finally, I want to tell you a little bit about the next level of angels. Okay, and then we'll get to Erica here, Erica in New York City. So Erica, hang on there for just a moment. So the next area of angels that we're going to talk about is the beginning of the highest realm of the angel hierarchy. And the first angel group in that hierarchy is called throne angels. Okay. Now, the throne angels are angels that do what their name says. They hold the throne of God, and they can be really adorned in beautiful ways and beautiful colors and garb and everything. But there's other things that they do, and that I want to tell you about as soon as I finish with Erica here. So, Erica, I'm going to do a cliffhanger for you. So we do these things on the psychic side too. So Erica, are you there?
Hi, yes.
Hi, Erica. Are you doing all right
Hi.
today? You listening to the program at all?
Can you hear me?
No. So I can, yeah. Erica, do you have kids? You have children?
Hello?
Can you hear me okay,
Hello?
Erica? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I
Oh,
could
we're
hear
not.
you.
You can hear me? Okay. Do you have children around
Yes,
you?
I
Okay.
no,
Pardon me?
I don't.
You don't have any
I
children
don't know what
around you?
happened to the signal. No.
Okay. All right. Um, well, I'm just seeing several, must be several people around you. So do you have a question for me today?
Yes, well, I started dating someone recently, and I'm just not sure if it's something that I should continue. He just seems to be wanting to move too fast, and I feel bad because he's a nice guy, but it just seems like he's codependent. So I'm just not sure how to go about it.
Well, I'm just going to tell you my initial reaction to this, and that is no, because I do agree with you that this is too fast, and I feel like this is a situation that would cause you some discomfort. It's almost like he wants to move in, or have you move in with him. Is that making any sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Totally.
So I just don't feel like you're ready. I feel like he is, he might be even on a rebound situation. And I don't know, I don't know
Mhm.
if these are dogs or what. You got several things, several live things around you. I don't know what this is, but you said it wasn't children. But I just feel like it's too fast, and I feel like he's the type of person that if you tell him it's too fast, he might get mad and cut things off altogether, and that would be your answer.
Yeah.
Uh, so I'm with you on that about moving too fast, and I feel like you have a right to be in control of your environment and your life, of course. And I feel like he might even have money issues. Okay, and
Uh huh.
he might even want money from you. I'm not going to say he's a gigolo or anything like that. I don't think he is, but I do think that you could get in a situation where you may be lending him money and then be sorry for it later. So be careful about that.
Wow.
I'm not really. Um,
That's
I just think he's got.
interesting. It's interesting you say that because he took me shopping for Black Friday, and I kept the receipt because I didn't totally feel comfortable. And and because now we've gotten in this argument, um, I'm like almost thinking, I'm like, should I just give him back the money? You know, because I feel bad because I did tell him, some the way I felt, and he just seems to be all or nothing. Um, so I feel bad about totally ending it. But it just seems like he might not be able to, you know, take it slow.
Well,
Um,
another thing, I'm not sure how it's like I say. There's something about a rebound here. I don't know if he's divorced
mhm.
or had a recent breakup, and I don't know. I think that this relationship is he's trying to define himself through you, and when
Yeah,
someone does that, they put more and more pressure on the person that they have on a pedestal, and it just seems
yeah,
that they're not going to be able to meet those expectations because sooner or later the new is going to wear off, and he's not going to
hmm,
be the person that you think he is, and you're not the person that he thinks you are. So
right,
relationships need to have some time. They need to mark time so that people can
hmm,
bond. I just don't think you've had a chance to truly bond, you know, and
yeah.
and it's just too soon. So, did you meet online?
No, we met on the train actually.
On the train? Okay, okay.
Um,
Well, that could be a good place to
yeah,
meet.
he's in recovery, and I am too, and that's been like one of the things that connected us.
Oh, okay.
But I worry because of that. I worry because I'm familiar with addictive behavior.
Well, that's sometimes addictive behavior relates to relationships as well because people can get addicted to
Yeah.
each other. and they can have an unhealthy situation. So, so I
Right.
would be careful of that. I don't think you're really ready. I think you're ready for a friend. I don't think you're ready
Mhm.
for a major commitment, especially one that
Yeah.
is moving so fast. So I think that
Right.
the holidays, if whatever ones you celebrate, are here, and these are good opportunities to create some memories and to create some
Mhm.
opportunities to bond. But they are not. They should not be the entire relationship. So
Right.
so just ponder this, make your decisions carefully, and I hope it works out. But I don't. At this standpoint, I'm not too keen on it. So, but thank you very much. I
Right.
appreciate it, Erica, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you too. Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
okay, you're welcome. So I want to just get back a little bit to the throne angels, because the throne angels are really cool in my view. And you may not have ever heard about them, but when I started my work a long, long time ago, there were a lot of people that would come to me because they had a relative, either a father or brother or spouse, who had been missing in Vietnam. And a lot of service people were missing in action because a lot of times, I don't know if you know this, they had what I believe they called them wildcatters, and these were pilots who would fly right on into a missile. Okay, and just when the missile, excuse me, would be fired, they would veer off, and another helicopter or another plane would be able to knock out that missile site quickly. We just didn't have the technology we have now, but they didn't always make it, and so a lot of pilots were shot down because of that, and they would be left in the jungle. And it was just extremely heartbreaking for the families. And so there I am, a clairvoyant, a medium, and I'm seeing this scene where there's remains in a jungle. I don't know exactly where it is in the jungle, of course, but then I would see a gray figure that was near these remains. And I've never heard anyone talk about anything like this before. And so this was strange. And, you know, when it happens just once, you don't pay attention so much to it. But when it happens time and time again, and it's like I said, there was just a lot of that. I guess families all over the country dealt with this kind of issue, not just here in the Texas area, but uh, but I would see this. So finally, I just tried to meditate, and I said, I'm going to see if I can ask that figure what it is. And it certainly didn't look like an angel, but they said we're angels, and we're here to protect the remains until those remains are recovered and treated with respect and buried, or dealt with in a way which is honors them. And it was astonishing to me. It was one of those aha moments for me. And so I said to myself, I've never seen a gray angel before. I never knew anything about a gray angel. So I kept looking and looking for gray angels, and lo and behold, I found out that one of the incarnations of a throne angel is a gray angel. And throne angels are they they work with the energy of God, the energy of God's will. Okay, and so naturally, God created all of us. He created the body and the soul. And even though we talk a lot about the soul in metaphysics, the body's important too. And when we pass away, there needs to be some type of honor of that, and maybe even memorial. And it was so comforting to the families of those servicemen who were finally returned to the United States, and were dealt with in an honorable way, whether they were put in a military cemetery or a private cemetery. but at least they had some kind of closure that their relative was in a good place. And I was kind of honored to be able to meet those angels, and I still see them around me. And oftentimes we hear on the news about an abducted child or a person that's been killed and left out and abandoned. And I always remember now that there's a throne angel there with those remains until those remains are found. And to me, it's very moving because it's just a sign of the importance that God places on not just our souls but on our bodies. And you can see them. You can see them clairvoyantly if you meditate and pay attention to these angels. And so I felt privileged that these angels spoke to me and said something to me because I just feel like they are a major part of our lives that go overlooked, because not all angels can be glamorous. Not all angels can be those that are happy-go-lucky or powerful. These are powerful angels in their own right, and they make their presence known in their own way. And it's not. I'm not saying that anything just absolutely goes after those remains, but those remains are protected. So with that, we're going to be closing this program down. I do want to tell you that next year we've got some new things coming. This year is coming to a close awfully fast, and I'm just delighted to have my first year here on the Psychic Radio Network, and I'm glad that you've been able to join us. Now, you can binge watch our show on Moonstruck TV whenever you want. And also, I want to thank our sponsors, Miracles of Joy, for sticking with me all this time. Be sure to go to their website, miraclesofjoy.net, and go use their promo code during this holiday season, PS-0223, and get something for the holidays, either for yourself, a friend, or me. You could just kidding, but Miracles of Joy is a great place to shop if you're ever in the Louisville area. So we want to thank you all for being here today and for joining us. Just know that I do psychic readings, and right now we're having our enrollment in our Psychic VIP, and it's coming to a close at the end of this month. So sign up and get a discount for all of 2024. So with that, once again, thanks a lot for joining me. I'm John Cappello, and this is The Psychic Side. Bye-bye.